Well, you know what time it is. It's Millennium County time. You gotta love it. Crazy introductions. Anyway, this is episode 48, and just a general update of what I've been doing. So, without any further ado, we'll show you what's been going on. So we started with remember the river, the canal, whatever you want to call it, that I poured. I get this thing set up here. I went ahead and put the Mod Podge down to give it that ripple effect, so it looks like it's a little wavy. I did it pretty much everywhere where it needed to be done. And we've got a canoeer out there, pretending he's on the rapids maybe, I don't know. Hard tell, but anyway, it came out pretty good. I broke out the static grass applicator, and I did this whole area here, which really needed to be done. Now the trees, I got them out of China. They don't look anything like they showed on the picture when I ordered them. I don't know if I'm going to keep them or not, because they're kind of weird looking trees. So I may wind up changing them. Well, let's see what we got. Oh yeah, they're hiding in the bushes over there. Behind the bushes, there's a couple making out. Typical, right? Teenagers. So we got that. Let's see. Oh, I static applicated the grass all along the wall here beside the track. I'm going too fast probably. Don't mean to make anybody dizzy or crazy. And then of course I did the whole area where the engine shed is. Get better positioned over here. It came out pretty good too. I put the grass down and some weeds, or tufts actually is what they're called. I might have got a little crazy with the tufts, I don't know, but they look alright to me. I planted a couple of small trees. There's one there. I got some over there. I'm going to grass that area too, I think. Not 100% sure yet. So, but that's something that needs to be done probably. Oh, and we have a loco going into the shed for repairs probably, or just routine maintenance. Important to keep up on that maintenance, And of course on the mountains I put some of those more cheap Chinese trees, and they're okay. Like I said, they're not great, but let me zoom in on them there. I mean, from a distance they look good. Up close, yeah, they look kind of fake, but it's alright. And I put some, here and there, spattered them around. Eventually I'll get some grass probably, or weeds to go in certain areas of the mountain that you would normally see. And we've got some more over there. In that little area above the tunnel. Same deal there, get some grass up there. Just to dress it up a little bit, Let's see, what else have I done? Said I planted some trees and what have you. Oh, I went ahead, and I don't know if I showed you this before or not. I went ahead and put the South Cape Mall sign in and the flag. I'm going to get lights on that, so I think I'm going to use the Just Plug system from Woodland Scenics. So yeah, Woodland Scenics, and I looked at it. It looks pretty cool. Looks like it's easy to use, and I think it'd be perfect for what I want to do. I still have some lighting to do in the central area here, like my Exxon station, the Ford dealership, lighting for the flag, and that mini mall sign. And I'm not sure if there'll probably be other lighting going in there too, I'm sure. Maybe some street lights or parking lot lights. I've got them. It's just a matter of putting them in. That might be down the road as far as the street lights go. So I'm going to probably order that today. That's about $80 worth of uh, stuff from Woodland Scenics. I tell you, Woodland Scenics, they get some great stuff, but they're not cheap. You know? Yeah. That makes it kind of tough. And pretty soon I'll have to start slacking back anyway. If I'm going to save up money for my trip to Strasbourg in May, I got to start tightening up with the money. That means, unfortunately, less money for the train room for a while. But, hey, you got to do what you got to do, right? So that's that plan there. Don't mind me, I'm a little fidgety today for some reason. Let's see what else. Oh, quick shout out, Wilmer. Congratulations on your 500 subscribers. That's cool. I wish I had something to do with that, but probably not because I don't have that many subscribers myself. But anyway, I'm glad that you got it, and I hope maybe you do a contest soon because, we all love contests. Myself, I'm up to 130, and I think if I hit 200, I'm going to do a contest too. And more than likely, I'm probably going to do a train car or something this time, a new train car for the prize. No cheesy prizes here, right? Now we'll see how that goes. And, I did some train running, and I did run into some problems with my track. Just when you think you got it all figured out, them gremlins pop out of the woodwork. So, I wound up having to take out 2 turnouts on my main line on the other side of the room there, which I'll show you in a minute. I was big derailment problems, and I don't know why. I checked the track width, and then it didn't matter what engine I used. It was only the engines that were derailing, and not the cars themselves, which is also weird. So, and I've got Scale Trains engines, or ScaleTrains.com locomotives. I've got Waller's locomotive, and I got a couple I got one Bachmann. And it didn't matter what I used, they still derailed right there on those 2 turnouts. And they didn't before, and all of a sudden they do now. So I just said, you know what, we'll simplify this, we'll take the turnouts out, and that's what I did. So basically what I had is a double-ended siding that you can get into the siding on each of the 2 main lines from either direction, north or south, or east or west, whatever. So by eliminating those turnouts, now you only can get into the siding from one direction, which is fine, and probably more prototypical anyway. I'm not really sure, but it sounds good to me. So that solved that problem, and as a matter of fact, I'll show you what I got going there. You can see next to the right-hand side of the yellow caboose, there's a dark track there. That's where I replaced the turnout. And then over here on the left side of the caboose, we can't see more, but I replaced that turnout too. So you can't approach the siding from that end on either of the main lines. You'll have to approach the siding from this side, which is fine. And then let's see, and then I had another problem with, believe it or not, the Waller's engine, the Millennium County, kept derailing on the where the railroad crossing is. So it turns out that the 6-wheel locomotive, specifically that one, because that's not the only 6-wheel I have, was not getting enough clearance on the inside of the track where the road was. So I had to open up the gap more, so there's a little more room for the wheels to get through. It's kind of weird, but that's exactly what happened. As soon as I carved it out more, the problem went away. So then I went ahead and tested the rest of these railroad crossings and had the same problem. And I've got to repaint, where you can see the white through there. I'll have to repaint that black, but I had to open up the gap so that would allow and this was, here it was even true on the the train cars, not necessarily the locomotives, but just the regular cars, they would derail on occasion, not 100% of the time, but enough to where it was a problem. So that took care of that. And thanks to Roy S. down in Panama, I was able to speed match my two SD40s-2s because I run them multiple unit and I was having issues with that. So I didn't use the software program. I did it kind of the old-fashioned way with, just messing with the CVs. But I got it pretty close and it seems to be working. So once again, Roy, thank you. I don't think I would have had no clue on what to do had you not brought up the subject in the first place. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Let's see what else. I gave Wilmer a shout out, right? Thanks, Roy, for that. Yeah, I pretty well covered everything, I think. Oh, don't forget, Cousin Vinny's having a contest too. And while he's got quite a bit of entrants, he wants more. So if you haven't entered this contest, get cracking. I think you got until October 28th to get your entry in. I just recently got mine, and I was a little slow getting the answers to the 3 questions. And if you want to learn all about that, just go to his YouTube channel, and you'll figure out, and he'll tell you what you need to do, and you can figure it out from there. So, with that said, that sounds a lot like Vinny, doesn't it? That's all I got for right now. It's a quick update. So, keep it on the rails, and we'll see you next time. And I'm not sure what I'll show you next time. Maybe it'll be lighting. Maybe it'll be more scenery. Who knows? Maybe we'll just run trains. That'd be fun, right? Anyway, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.